Very good morning, students. This is lecture number 1, quadratic equations, and this is the first activity which is given on page number 30. Classify the following polynomials as linear and quadratic polynomial. Already you have studied polynomials last year in standard 9th, and you know types of polynomials according to their degree. When the degree of the polynomial is 1, then it is called as linear polynomial, and when the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is called as quadratic polynomial. So we know when the degree of the polynomial is 1, then it is called as linear polynomial, and when the degree of the polynomial is 2, then it is called as quadratic polynomial. So this is the activity which is given on the page number 1. This is the what? Polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial here? You will see the degree of the polynomial is 1 because x is the variable. The degree of the variable is 1. Therefore, we will say that this is the linear polynomial. Okay, this is the linear polynomial. When you will observe second expression, so you will see that the highest degree of the polynomial is 2. The highest degree of the polynomial is 2 because the degree of this variable x is 1. Okay, if there is no power, so you will assume that the power is 1. So when you will see the highest degree of the variable x is 2, so when the highest degree of the polynomial is 2, then we will say that this is a quadratic polynomial. So write second expression, algebraic expression is quadratic polynomial. Now what about third one? When we will see the third one, that is 3x minus 7. Here the degree of the variable x is 1 because 3x minus 7, the degree of the variable x is 1. So you will say that this is the linear polynomial. Again, the next one, that is 3x square minus 5x. When you will observe this algebraic expression, and you will find that the degree of the variable x is 2. The highest degree of the variable is 2. Okay, so this is what? Quadratic polynomial. Right, this is a quadratic polynomial, and this is the last one, that is the x square. You know the degree of this variable x is 2 because it is x square. The highest degree of the variable x is 2. Therefore, again this is called as quadratic polynomial. Okay, students. So this is the what? Quadratic polynomial. This is the first activity which is given on page number 30. You have to classify whether the following polynomials are linear or quadratic. Okay, students. So when you will equate this quadratic polynomial with 0, means this is what? This is linear polynomial. This is linear polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial. This is linear polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial. This is quadratic polynomial. Means when you are going to equate this quadratic polynomial with 0, when you are going to equate this quadratic polynomial with 0, then this is called as quadratic equation. Okay, students. Means when x square plus 3x minus 5, this is equal to 0. When 3x square minus 5x, this is equal to 0. Or last one, that is x square is equal to 0, then it is called as quadratic equation. It means that when you will equate quadratic polynomial with 0, then it becomes quadratic equation. Now on the page number 31, let's recall this is the second activity, and activity is what? X square plus 3x minus 5, 3x square minus 5x, and third one 5x square, and write the polynomials. These all are the quadratic polynomials because the highest degree of the variable is 2 in all these three polynomials. So you have to write the polynomials in the index form and observe the coefficients and fill in the boxes. So this is the now in the index form, x square plus 3x minus 5 in standard form, and this you will write 3x square minus 5x. Constant term is not there, so you will write plus 0. Now here 5x square, then we write plus 0x plus constant term, that is 0, because here x term is not there. The degree of the variable x is 1 is not there. So write the standard form. First we'll write the degree of x is 2, then 1, and then 0. Okay. So now these are the in index form, and now you have to write the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x, and the constant term. So what is the coefficient of x square here? So you will see the coefficient of x square in this polynomial is 1. In the second polynomial, the coefficient of x square is 3, and in the third polynomial, the degree of the coefficient of x square is plus 5. Okay. Similarly, we'll find the coefficient of variable x. So what is the coefficient of the variable x in the first polynomial? We'll see this is the x. So what is the coefficient of this x? This is plus 3. We'll write here plus 3. Okay. In the second polynomial, what is the coefficient of variable x? So you will get what? What is the coefficient of variable x? You will get minus 5. So we'll write here minus 5. And third one is the constant. What is constant? So 0 is the constant. So the value of coefficient of x 0 in the third polynomial. What is the coefficient of x in the third polynomial? So coefficient of x in the third polynomial is 0. So therefore you write here 0. Okay. Now write the constant terms. So in the first polynomial, what is constant term? In the first polynomial, constant term is minus 5. So what is the degree of constant term? So degree of the constant term is always 0. Okay. So degree of the constant term is always 0. So in the first polynomial, the constant term is what? Minus 5. And in the second polynomial, it is 0. And similarly, in the third polynomial, you will get the constant term is 0. It means that in the second polynomial and the third polynomial, the value of constant is 0. Okay, so this is the activity, second activity, which is given on page number 31. Now we will learn the activity number 3, which is given on page number 31 only. So before starting the third activity, we will come to know what is the standard form of quadratic equation. So standard form of a quadratic equation is what? ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation, where in this quadratic equation, this is one variable quadratic equation. Here variable is x and the degree of the variable x is 2. So highest degree of the variable x is 2. Therefore, this is called quadratic equation. Means when you will identify if the variables having highest degree, if the highest degree of the variable is 2, then you can say that, or you are able to say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. So what is standard form or general form of quadratic equation? So you will say that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form of quadratic equation, where x is variable, where x is a variable. Okay, and what is the degree of the variable? Highest degree or power or index is 2. Okay, if the highest degree or power or index of the variable x is 2, then it is called as quadratic. Okay, what is a, b and c? A, b and c are called constants. Okay, a, b and c are called constants and they belongs to real number. Which value of a, b and c, this belongs to real numbers. Provided, one more thing is that, provided a is not equal to 0. Okay, a is not equal to 0, because when a becomes 0, when a becomes 0, for example, when a becomes 0, what will happen? You know that a is equal to 0, so the 0 into x square plus bx plus c, this is equal to 0. So this term becomes 0. You will get bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the equation. Bx plus c is equal to 0 is the equation, but this is not quadratic equation. This is linear equation in one variable, and here degree of the variable x is 1, therefore this is a linear equation. We are studying what? Quadratic equation, and for that the value of a should not be equal to 0. Therefore condition is given to you, a is not equal to 0. Okay students, so what is the general form of quadratic equation? We will say that general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, provided a is not equal to 0, where x is the variable and highest degree of the variable is 2. A, b and c are called constants and they belongs to real numbers. Okay students, now we will learn next activity. So this is the activity which is given on page number 31. Complete the following table. This is the what? Quadratic equation. Then you will write in general form. General form is what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You will write all the equation in the general form. That is what is general form? That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then you will find the value of a, b and c. So this is the first equation, that is x square minus 4 is equal to 0. Write this in general form. So first we will write the x square. X term is not there, so we will write plus 0x, and constant is minus 4. So this is equal to 0. Why I am writing here 0x? Because this term is not there, so therefore I have written 0 into x, because 0 into x is 0 only. Okay. Now you write the value of a, b and c. What is a? So a is the coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square is 1 here. So you write here 1. What is b? B is the coefficient of x. So what is coefficient of x here? 0. So that b is 0. And what is c? C is constant. So c is constant. Value of constant is minus 4. So c is equal to minus 4. Okay. Now you will write the second equation in the second quadratic equation in general form. So we will transfer this to left hand side. So while transferring this term to the left hand side, all the sign of these terms will change. So we will write y square. This plus 2y becomes minus 2y, and this minus 7 becomes plus 7, and this is equal to 0. Means when we transfer these terms to left hand side, so sign will change. Okay, so you will get y square minus 2y plus 7 is equal to 0. What is a? A is the coefficient of y square, so you get a is 1 here. What is b? B is the coefficient of y, which is minus 2. And what is c? C is constant, and the value of constant is plus 7. Okay, now in the third equation, quadratic equation, that is x square plus 2x is equal to 0. Here first term is there, second term is there, but constant term is not there. Okay, so we will write constant term as a 0. So we will write x square plus twice x plus 0, and this is equal to 0. Why I am writing this 0? Because this is the constant term. Here constant term is absent, because we will write this equation in the general form. So we want the value of c, and value of c is not present. So we will take value of c is 0. So now we find the value of a. What is a? Coefficient of x square. So here coefficient of x square is 1. What is b? B is the coefficient of x, which is plus 2. And c, which is constant, and the value of constant is 0. Okay. So this is the third activity which is given on the page number 31. Okay. Student, this is what example 1 which is given on page number 31, and you have to decide which of the following are quadratic equation. And you know very well what is quadratic equation. That is if the degree of the variable is 2, if the highest degree of the variable in the equation is 2, that is called as quadratic equation. Now This is the first equation, that is 3x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0, and this contains only one variable which is x. Okay, so this contains only one variable which is x, and the highest degree of the variable x is 2, because here this is 1 and the highest degree of the variable is 2. Therefore you will say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. Okay, why this is a quadratic equation? Because the degree of the variable x is 2. Now second one, when you will observe second equation, that is 9y square plus 5 is equal to 0. So one term is missing, that is middle term, so you will write in the general form that it will be 9y square plus 0y and plus 5, this is equal to 0. In this way you will write, this is the general form of this equation, and again you will see that this equation contains only one variable, that is y is the variable only, and what is the degree of this variable y? So the highest degree of this variable y is 2 again, so highest degree is 2, degree of the variable y, so degree of y is what? 2. Degree of y is 2, and therefore you will say that the given equation is quadratic equation. Yes, it is quadratic equation. Okay, it is quadratic equation, or the given equation is a quadratic equation. Now when you will observe third equation, that is m cube minus 5m square plus 4 is equal to 0. So when you write in the general forms, you will write m cube, then minus 5m square, m raised to 1 term is not there, so you will write plus 0m, and then you will write plus 4 which is equal to 0. This equation again contains only one variable, so this equation contains only one variable, and variable is m. Now we will see what is the highest degree of this variable m. So we will see that the highest degree of this variable is 3. Okay, highest degree of the variable is 3, and for quadratic equation, if the degree of the variable is highest degree of the variable is 2, then we will say that the given equation is a quadratic equation. But here degree of the variable is 3, which is greater than 2. So therefore we will say that the given equation is not a quadratic equation. Why this is not a quadratic equation? Because the variable m is having degree 3, which is greater than 2, and which is not the quadratic equation. Okay, now we will see fourth one. For fourth one, we are having two brackets, that is l plus 2 multiplied by l minus 5, which is equal to 0. So we can't say directly whether this equation is a quadratic equation or not. We have to solve this equation, and then we will come to know whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. So how we will solve? So you will take this l and you will multiply this whole bracket, that is l minus 5, and then you will take plus 2, and then you will multiply by this whole bracket, that is l minus 5, and this is equal to 0. Okay, first you will take plus l and then this bracket, and then plus 2 multiply to this bracket, and this is equal to 0. Now you will write this l into l, you will get l square minus l into 5, this will be 5l, plus 2 into l, this will be 2l, and this plus minus is minus 2 5s are 10, which is equal to 0. So this will be what? L square. What will be the addition of minus 5l plus 2l? So minus 5 plus 2 is minus 3. So you get minus 3l minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay. Now this equation contains only one variable, that is l. And what is the highest degree of this variable l? So you will get 2. So 2 is the highest degree of this variable L, and therefore we will say that, therefore we can say that what L plus 2 and L minus 5 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Because when you will solve these two brackets, you will come to know the given equation is a quadratic equation. Okay, students. So our next topic is what roots of a quadratic equation. So in the last year we have find the value of the polynomial. So how we have calculated the value of the polynomial? If the value of the polynomial is 0 for x is equal to a, then x minus a is the factor of that polynomial. Okay. So this we have studied in the last year. Here one polynomial is given to you, that is x square plus 5x minus 6, and value of x is given to you minus 6 comma 2. You have to say that whether this is the solution of this polynomial or not. So when we will put the x is equal to minus 6 in this polynomial, then if we get the value is 0, okay, then this will be the solution of this polynomial. So let us put the value, that is x is equal to minus 6 in this polynomial. So what you will get, this is the x square means what, x square plus 5x minus 6, and this is equal to what is x, x is minus 6, so minus 6 is square, and plus 5, what is x, minus 6, and then minus 6. Okay, so we are substituting first the value of x is equal to minus 6 in the polynomial x square plus 5x minus 6. So what you will get, so you will get what, this will be what, plus 36, this will be minus 30, and this will be minus 6. So this is equal to what, 36 minus 30 minus 6 minus 36, and 36 minus 36 is equal to 0. It means that x is equal to minus 6 is the solution of the given polynomial, that is x square plus 5x minus 6. Okay, and this is what, this we can say that when we equate this equation with 0, so this will become what, this will becomes quadratic equation. Means when this polynomial is equated with 0, means we can say that x is equal to minus 6, x is equal to minus 6 is the root of the given quadratic equation. I am talking about quadratic equation. Now I will equate this quadratic polynomial with 0. X square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. Now this is the quadratic equation, x square plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0, because we know that what is the value of this polynomial left hand side. So left hand side is the polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and when you will put the value of x is minus 6, so you will get 0. Means 0 is equal to 0. It means that when you will get LHS is equal to RHS, or you say that the 0 is equal to 0, then this will be the root of the given quadratic equation. Now second thing, now we will put x is equal to plus 2. What we will get? Okay, so when x is plus 2, we will take x is equal to plus 2. What is our quadratic polynomial? That is x square plus 5x minus 6, which is equal to, what is x? X is 2, so I'll write 2 square, and plus 5x is 2, and then minus 6, which is equal to 2 square is 4, plus 5 2s are 10, minus 6. So what it will be? It will be what? 10 plus 4, 14 minus 6, and you will get 8, and this 8 is not equal to 0. Okay, 8 is not equal to 0. Means if you are not getting the value equal to 0, it means that this will not be the solution. So I will write x is equal to 2 is not the solution of x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Sorry, x is equal to 2 is not the solution of x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. And finally what we can say that, similarly we can say that x is equal to 2 is not the root of given quadratic equation x square plus 5x minus 6 and this is equal to 0. Because when you will solve this left hand side of this equation, this is a polynomial x square plus 5x minus 6. What is x square plus 5x minus 6? This is the quadratic polynomial. But when you will equate this with 0, so this becomes quadratic equation. Now when you will put the value of x equal to 2, x equal, what you are getting? You are getting 8 and 8 is not equal to 0. Therefore we can say that x is equal to 2 is not the root of given quadratic equation x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so if any value is the root of quadratic equation, it means that you will get left hand side and right hand side equal to 0. Okay, LHS equal to RHS. Clear? Now very last point, remember this thing, these 2 points you remember. First one is what? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form of equation where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not 0. Okay, a is non-zero. It means that the value of a is not equal to 0. Okay, the value of a is not equal to 0. And second thing you will remember, the values of the variable which satisfy the equation are called solution or roots of the equation. Okay, the values of variables, the value of variables which satisfies the equation are called solution or root of the equation. This root of the equation is what? When you will put the value of the variables and you will get the LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, if both the sides are equal, then you can say that the values are the solution of the given quadratic equation. Okay students, so this is the first video for quadratic equation class 10. In the next video we are going to study the practice set 2.1. Okay students, so if you like the videos, if you have liked the videos, so like and subscribe and share the channel. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a nice day.